I'm going to read 5 short poems, 4 of them very, very short. The first one is going to be a poem from my second book, Sex Education. I decided, since I taught the workshop this morning on persona poems, I should read one persona poem. This one's called Rapunzel. It grew longer than my longing to escape, longer than the bricks stacked one by one, the trowel in my father's hand. He pinned let me start again, sorry. It grew longer, it'll get a little longer than it was. It grew longer than my longing to escape, longer than the bricks stacked one by one, the trowel in my father's hand, longer than the longest time he pinned me down, soundless. My face a winter moon, too bright for the window, too bright for the leafless trees that snared. And when he touched, my head was a glass loft. Inside that golden snow globe, words I couldn't speak swirled. A blizzard in the dark, settling into drifts, looser than meaning, looser than the nightgown that let him in, looser than this gold I loop again and again, strand over strand, his longing, my fear, over and over into a long rope, this long braid. I was telling my class earlier this morning about, they were asking, how long do you wait and revise to decide that you have to give up on a poem? This is one that for 5 years I struggled with it. I had a first line that I liked and a title. It took me 5 years. I was working on triolets at one point and thought, what I thought would be a long poem wants to be a triolet. So this is the triolet. Cartographer is a map maker, as I'm sure you all know. The grand cartographer recharts the belly. All those speed bumps, gutters, detours, it was never flat terrain. Chicken pox left potholes deeper than gallbladder swerves, the surgeon tore. Twins left speed bumps, curves, and gutters. Detour here, she tells new lovers who restrain, but always speed. Bumps, gutters, detours. It was never flat terrain. Then I have, that was from my book, Seance, which is available in the bookstore. The next poem, these are new ones from my new manuscript. This one is called The Question I Would Ask. The fortune teller said I was fertile, the beginnings of children waiting in crannies. Catgrass always grows a few inches, then wilts into hay. Oat, barley, rye, it's all the same. The lifeline in my palm meanders toward the heel of my hand in misleading ways. Long life, she said. Only seasonal hay fever. My heart line loops back on itself, trying to undo the harm the veins and arteries have already endured. The only man I love pours me a small glass of Lagavulin, peaty and elastic. In my dreams, he's always swimming, face mask clouded and round. Underwater, I cannot speak in tongues. My lips won't form vowels to tell him how lonely he must be. On a farm near Amherst, the bones of cows, parts of shafts and skulls, lie still on the ground. Under one oak, smoke almost rises from the hooves, the last to evaporate. I would lead you there if I could. One vertebrae, next neat, next beside the other. When I was a bride, I rented a second-hand veil, a lancel to my chin, trailing 3 feet behind. What color is ecru? Do we need Vivaldi? May I brace myself against your arm, no harm coming to us as we follow the petals along Claiborne Street to Buffalo Creek and the first egret of the season. Even now, the creek circles back, its curve as misleading as these gullies in my hand. little troughs where Mercury likes to hide, lines that intersect and diverge, each an urge toward aneurysm or heartstring, fertility or drought. Spacewalk. A spider floats in the corner by the tub, hairy legs curled under its orb. I am afraid to move it, each leg approaching like a slow comet. After my divorce, nothing came from the pipe trap under the sink, not even the star sapphire the drain had allowed. Monosyllabic objects lined the shelves, clamshells, conchs, the cat's pink pills, flat cakes of soap shaped like moons. Apollo astronauts walked the lunar surface, but the countertop was still an alien landscape. Bits of floss, long-reach toothbrush, Listerine, husband reduced to items he moved through teeth and gums. Dental care is all the past I allow. A photo gallery of bite wing x-rays, vast craters, mercury amalgam waiting to fill them. Insomnia. West of here, along a road once dirt, a catfish lurks and turns his head at the bottom of Hendricks Pond, its heavy bony head just listening. No one dips a line in the water anymore. A yard flecked with four-leaf clovers tumbles toward the bank. No mower, not even a swing scythe to thwart its growth. Aunt Emily's old wisteria wraps the post of the swing set, rust settling into the crossbar where my cousin would hang upside down, her long rush of hair brushing against the weeds that sprouted around us. Her cheeks flushed with blood, her upside-down smile saying, we should forage for toads and worms to thread on a hook and fling into the shadow. Nothing was urgent then. A thin layer of leisure wrapped the yard like the soft sheet Mother covered me with on nights so hot we trusted the undulating screen to let in the breeze, to keep out what churned in the dark. Here's the last poem. It's about a residency that I did in Portugal at a place called the Obras Center. Last day writing at Obras. It's very short. Nearly midnight, and rain does what it wants. Sometimes pelting the peach leaves at my window, sometimes pausing to mist. Nearby, someone beats steady on a wash drum or a tub. These days, I'm mostly water, boiled in a pot, collected from a well. At night, I sleep with a cistern in my arms. Thank you very much. Thank you.